Do you like adorable creatures, potion crafting, friendship building, and fishing in your cozy games? What about puzzles, secrets, exploration, and zipping around on a broom? If that's not enough, how do you feel about decorating, furniture crafting, customization, and cats? Lots and lots of cats. If any of these things made you go, then Little Witch in the Woods is the game for you. And you're in luck because the full 1.0 version of the game just launched on Steam on September 15th. That's today. It has an entirely new area to explore, new villagers, new quests, new creatures, quality of life features, updated controls, new decorations, and so much more. Before we get into it, I just want to mention that this video is sponsored by Sunny Side Up, the studio behind this amazingly charming game, and I am delighted to be able to show y'all what you can expect from this beautiful pixel art adventure, and a little sneak peek at the brand new content that's just been added to the game, including the new area and creatures, new villagers and quests, and more. I got my hands on it a little bit early and I have been playing a lot. So let's get into it. Little Witch in the Woods is a cozy pixel art witchy sim where you play as Ellie, an apprentice witch accompanied by her ever thoughtful hat, Virgil. And it has basically every aspect of a good cozy life sim game that you could think of, and then some. It has been out in early access for a while now before its full release, and during that time it has seen some huge updates. But version 1.0 truly brings it all together. Before we jump straight into the new content, let's have a look at what this game is about. Set near the town of Wisteria, this world is populated by dozens of adorable, curious creatures and flora that Ellie, as an apprentice witch, must study to understand and then harvest materials from to make magical potions and candies. What are these candies and potions for, you ask? Well, Ellie's on a mission to help restore the town of Wisteria after it was overcome by prickly vines, and in the process find the master witch that owns the house that she moves into and that used to care for the town. The recipes that you learn along the way will help you to solve puzzles, build friendships with the villagers, and also make you a lot of money that you can use to buy some really cool stuff like brooms to fly on and decorations for your house, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Catching and gathering the creatures and plants that you need to do your witchy business is great. First, you have to draw them in your notebook, which gives you this beautiful encyclopedia art and information on how to get what you're looking for. For example, this little guy here is called a blue bubble lizard, and if you give him belly rubs, he makes smile bubbles, which when I saw for the first time, I made a sound that I'm pretty sure only pumpkin terriers can hear. As you collect materials, you can process them in your witchy workshop and turn them into potions or candies, and the potion crafting mini-game is so much fun. Each potion and candy has its own specific ingredients, order, and crafting variation, and the animations are the cutest thing I've ever seen. You can eventually automate your potion and candy crafting, but the minigame is so relaxing and cozy that I just end up doing it every time. As you progress through the story and remove the prickly vines from the town, you will gain access to new areas and different biomes that have different creatures, plants, resources, and fish. Each biome is unique and beautifully crafted, and I spent hours just out here harvesting materials and enjoying how pretty and cozy each part of this world is. It helps that the creatures are also all incredibly adorable. You will encounter some fun puzzles along the way that are super reminiscent of old Zelda and Pokemon games, and I was having the best kind of nostalgia as I made my way through this world solving puzzles here and there, and the fact that I got to do it all with potions in my little witchy way while zipping around on a broom was the icing on the cake. But aside from exploration, the town of Wisteria itself also has a lot to offer. Once you start fixing it up and getting rid of the prickly vines, villagers start returning. Each villager has their own story, likes, dislikes, and personality. You can take your time to befriend each and every one of them, completing quests along the way, and they all have something unique to offer Ellie. For example, Kyla will eventually help Ellie fix up her dinky little witch's house, which you can then fill to the brim with beautiful, customizable decorations and even upgrade the equipment in your workshop. You can purchase more furniture from some of the villagers that move in as you complete quests and customize it using dyes. And you can also now unlock crafting recipes to make your very own furniture at your workbench. I spent a lot of time gathering materials, crafting furniture, customizing it, and then decorating my house, and the rhythm of it all was so relaxing and chill. Look at this fried egg rug and the bed. I am obsessed with it. The great thing about crafting furniture is that in the new update, you can add things to your wish list and track the items that you need to find, making it super easy to gather all the materials that you need. Speaking of new content, we mentioned earlier that there are different biomes to explore, each with their own adorable critters and different resources, and the full release of Little Witch in the Woods adds an entirely new biome that is stunning. You'll find new puzzles to solve, new resources, and most importantly, this new area is home to 13 new types of creatures and plants that Ellie has to draw, study, and figure out how to harvest materials from. My personal favorite creature from this biome is the Fog Fox. Look at him. He's just a sleepy little guy trying to catch some Z's, and Ellie's all like, "Nope, I need your tail fur, please, sir," and then he vanishes. I wonder how you're supposed to find them. Of course, with each new biome comes a new prickly vine problem, which means a new area of wisteria to fix up, and new villagers moving in. You can work with Kyla to restore each villager's house, and with the release of 1.0, we have an entirely new area of wisteria to fix up and 4 new villagers to welcome home, including these adorable sisters that run the cutest bakery I've ever seen. Look at the donuts through the window, they're so cute. This might be my favorite spot in town. Did I mention that there's also 5 new cats to befriend? Oh, did I not mention the cats? That's weird because I know that I spent many hours befriending and playing with these little guys, which, by the way, also get their own encyclopedia with adorable drawings. Aside from the sheer amount of additional content added in the full release of the game, such as more villager quests, more potions and candies, new brooms, new furniture, a brand new and adorable title screen and pause menu, players returning to this game will be happy to know that it now supports WASD keyboard controls. Although I am playing on controller for this video, which by the way runs perfectly. So what are my impressions of this game after playing over 50 hours of it? I had so much fun. In fact, while playing the game for this video, I often found myself forgetting that I should probably lock in and take notes, because I was having too much fun. The core loop of studying creatures, gathering ingredients, and crafting potions or candies is engaging enough in itself, but the sheer amount of additional things that you can get up to, like befriending all of the villagers and doing their story quests, expanding and decorating your house, fishing, befriending all of the cats with the fish that you catch, and all of this while being able to zip around on a broom that, did I mention, is customizable. This all makes it one of the best indie life sim RPGs that I have played in a while, and I promise you that I'm not just saying that. Again, I genuinely feel like the amount of hours that I've logged in this game already speaks for itself. Now, this game has a lot of dialogue, and every character has a detailed background and is willing to talk to you about all sorts of things, and I loved every second of it. The story itself, which I know I haven't touched on much yet, is simply put, very, very good. The main story of the game now has a bunch of new quests and an ending with the full release, and don't worry, no spoilers. It blew me away. It's thoughtful, meaningful, and honestly quite emotional at parts. My hat goes off, sorry Virgil, to Sunny Side Up for crafting such a cute, cozy game with such fun mechanics, while also bringing it to life with a very entertaining and surprisingly deeply touching story. I found myself laughing at the banter between Ellie and Virgil a lot and actively wanting to get to know the villagers more. There might be a quirky localization here or there, this game is originally in Korean, but I think it adds a sort of lovable quality to the game, if that makes sense. The story is so well crafted, the characters are adorable, the vibes are cozy, and you can spend days just decorating your house and working on expanding it to make yourself a witchy mansion, fishing in each of the different biomes to complete your fish catalogue, crafting potions to make wild amounts of money to support your furniture habit, or even helping the villagers in Wisteria accomplish their goals. It's your choice. There is so much to do alongside the story, and I really enjoy this game and will probably be putting a lot more hours into it. My witch mansion is not done yet. With all of that being said, the full release of Little Witch in the Woods is out now, September 15th, which is today. Now, just to let y'all know, the game will be increasing in price with the full release, this was always the plan, but the studios decided to postpone the price increase for a while due to the fact that the game itself ended up getting postponed. Which means that right now, the full release of Little Witch in the Woods is available on Steam at its early access price, $15.99. And on top of that, it has a 10% discount until September 28th. So if you're interested in getting this game, I'd suggest you do it now. I really enjoyed my time with it, and if you're into games like Stardew Valley and other cozy pixel art games, I think you will too. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you to Sunny Side Up for sponsoring this video. I know I sound like a broken record at this stage, but your game? It's fun. It's really fun, and I can't wait to play more of it. I will catch y'all in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I enjoyed making it. Bye!